When you stop chasing, the game changes, and she will never be the same. High-value men must know Stoic life lessons. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Oscar Wilde. Imagine a life where you no longer chase after fleeting attention, but instead you choose to stand firm in your self-worth. When you make this choice, everything changes not just for you, but also for those around you. In today's video on Win Stoic, we're exploring the transformative power of stopping the chase. How does it impact her mindset? What does she think when you start valuing yourself more? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's uncover the profound truths behind these reactions. Are you ready to shift the balance of power and discover what truly matters? Let's dive in. Number 1. She realizes she's lost you forever. The moment she realizes she's lost you forever is the most profound realization of all. It's a moment she never anticipated, the moment when all her attempts to regain control, every mind game, every provocation, every desperate bid to win you back falls flat. She feels the weight of a loss that isn't temporary but permanent. She understands, finally and painfully, that you've moved on for good, that the grip she once thought unbreakable has shattered completely. This is the instant when reality hits her, not like a soft whisper, but like a punch in the gut. Suddenly, the illusion of control she thought she had vanishes, and the certainty that you would always be there disappears like smoke in the wind. She sees the emptiness that your absence has created, and for the first time truly grasps what she has lost. A man who was once willing to give everything, but who has now awakened to his own value and decided that he deserves far more than she was ever prepared to offer. This realization is where her real pain begins. Even if she tries to forget you, even if she attempts to move on, the imprint of this loss remains etched deep within her. She comes to understand that you are no longer the man who begs, who chases, who settles for less than he deserves. No, you have become a man who knows his worth, who stands firm in his beliefs, and who has had the courage to walk away. And the hardest part for her to accept, the knowledge that she will never find someone who loved her as genuinely as you did, who valued her with such depth and sincerity. But now, it's too late. You've moved on, and there's no turning back. There's no more space for her in the new chapter of your life. This is a harsh truth she must come to terms with, that she lost you not for a moment, but forever. The reality is that you've made your choice, standing resolutely in your decision to move forward without looking back. You leave behind someone who failed to recognize your worth when it mattered most. The game has indeed changed, and now you are the one in control of your destiny. As a Stoic, you understand that control over oneself is the ultimate power. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By embracing this wisdom, you've chosen to focus on what you can control: your actions, your decisions, your path forward. And her, she will live with the lingering regret, knowing that in losing you, she lost something irreplaceable, a man of high value who knew exactly what he was worth and refused to settle for anything less. This, my friend, is the transformative power of recognizing your own value, a Stoic life lesson that every high-value man should understand and embody. In the end, when you stop chasing, not only do you change the game, but you redefine the rules on your own terms. And if you've resonated with this message, drop a comment below or simply type "Be hard to get" to let us know your thoughts. Your feedback is the fuel that drives us to bring you more insights into the Stoic mindset. Number 2. She might try to win back your attention. When you stop chasing her, everything changes, and she will never be the same. The moment she realizes that the attention she once took for granted is no longer hers to command, she might switch gears entirely, entering what can only be described as reconquest mode. You might notice a sudden shift. She could start doing everything she can to get you back into the role of the pursuer. She might change her appearance, adopt a sweeter demeanor, or suddenly become more affectionate and available. It might seem like she's making a genuine effort, but here's where you must tread carefully. This new behavior could just be a calculated move to regain control, to see if she can still pull you back whenever she pleases. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone pull out all the stops when they feel like they're losing their grip on something? She might start complimenting you more, doing those little things she knows you appreciate, even apologizing for past mistakes. All of these actions can feel good, almost like a validation of your worth. But be mindful, this could very well be her ego speaking. She might not actually want you back, because she's realized your value in a meaningful way. Instead, she could just want the satisfaction of knowing she still has a certain power over you. If you're not careful, you might fall back into the same old pattern, a cycle where nothing really changes, and the game just keeps going on. It's important to observe these changes closely. Ask yourself, are these changes genuine, or are they just temporary displays meant to manipulate? It's easy to be swept up by sweet words and grand gestures, but the true measure of change is consistency over time. Don't let yourself be drawn in by a fleeting show of affection that might lead nowhere. Remember, if she's genuinely changed and is showing this consistently through her actions, then and only then should you even consider giving her another chance. But even then, it's essential to protect your dignity and self-respect. The key here is not to rush. Let her actions speak louder than her words over a significant period. A modern example might help clarify this. Think about a business negotiation where a client suddenly becomes overly friendly and accommodating, offering discounts or extra benefits after months of taking your business for granted. This sudden change in behavior can make you feel valued again, but it's crucial to ask yourself, is this change genuine, or is it just a tactic to keep your business when they feel it's slipping away? The same principle applies to personal relationships. When someone tries to pull you back in, you have to look beyond the surface and see if the changes are rooted in genuine growth or just a temporary strategy. So how do you determine if her intentions are true? The answer lies in observing her actions over time. Is she making an effort to be more understanding, supportive, or genuinely interested in your well-being, even when it's not convenient for her? Or are her efforts only visible when she feels she's losing you? Remember, Stoic happiness isn't about reacting to every emotional trigger. It's about maintaining your inner peace and composure, seeing things clearly for what they are. In Stoicism today, it's not about playing games or getting caught up in emotional highs and lows. It's about understanding that your value isn't determined by someone else's recognition or their attempts to win you back. Are you looking at the situation clearly, or are you letting temporary feelings cloud your judgment? Are you observing with a discerning eye, or are you getting drawn back into a cycle that never really served you? You deserve someone who values you for who you truly are, not someone who just shows interest when it's convenient for them. Take your time, stay true to yourself, and remember that your dignity and self-respect are not negotiable, only when she proves, through consistent and sincere actions over time, that she is committed to a mature and healthy relationship. Should you consider giving her another chance? But even then, proceed with caution, ensuring you're never compromising your own worth for the sake of someone who only plays along when the game seems to suit them. Your happiness, rooted in Stoic principles, depends on it. Number 3. She watches you from afar. When you decide to stop chasing and let her make the first move, the entire dynamic shifts. And trust me, she won't be the same again. Think of it this way. She's like a silent observer, a hidden presence in your life who chooses to watch from the shadows rather than step forward and clarify things. She won't text, she won't call, but don't be fooled. He's watching you closely. Every post you share, every photo you upload, becomes a clue in the mystery she's trying to solve. She's constantly checking your social media, visiting the same places you frequent, and subtly trying to piece together what's happening in your life. While she does this, her mind becomes a battlefield of conflicting emotions and thoughts. She starts to interact in small, almost imperceptible ways, like liking your posts, reacting to your stories, dropping a comment here or there. It's all part of her strategy to get your attention without breaking the silence. She's hoping that these small signals will be enough to make you take the bait, to break your silence and resume the chase. But here's where the true strength of a high-value man comes in. You don't fall for these tricks. Remember, if she truly wanted to communicate or resolve things, she would do so directly. But instead, she chooses these subtle games, trying to tempt you into reaching out first. The best thing you can do? Absolutely nothing. Embrace the Stoic mindset. Stay calm, composed and firm in your decision to keep zero contact. Patience becomes your greatest weapon here. Let her curiosity simmer. Let her wonder what you're thinking or doing. In this calm and silence, you maintain control and show that you're not willing to play her games. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By not reacting, by not breaking your silence, you hold on to your power and your self-respect. Think about it. What does this say about her intentions? If she's genuinely interested, she will eventually realize that these games aren't working, and that the only way forward is honesty and directness. She'll see that if she wants something real, she needs to step up and be clear about her feelings. Until then, you maintain the upper hand. This isn't about playing games yourself, but about refusing to engage in them. By holding firm and not giving in, you demonstrate the qualities of a true high-value man: self-control, patience, and confidence. This approach aligns perfectly with the Stoic philosophy, where your focus remains on what you can control: your actions, your responses, your mindset. As Epictetus once said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So, don't let her actions dictate yours. Keep your composure and stay true to your principles. In the end, If she is serious about wanting a meaningful connection, she will recognize the need for genuine, straightforward communication. But until that realization comes, remember that the power is in your hands. You decide how you respond, and by choosing not to engage in these games, you show a level of maturity and strength that she cannot ignore. The game changes when you stop chasing, and the lesson is clear. To win Stoic, to embody the qualities of a high-value man, you must stand firm in your convictions and let others come to you on your terms. If you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore the profound influence of Stoicism together. Number 4. She may feel confused and insecure. When you stop chasing, everything changes, and it's a shift every high-value man must understand. Imagine this: you're no longer the constant presence she could count on, the one who was always there, eager and attentive. Suddenly, it's as if you've thrown a pebble into the still waters of her life, causing ripples that unsettle the calm she once took for granted. The woman who was accustomed to your undivided attention now finds herself in a state of confusion and insecurity. She starts questioning everything. What went wrong? Was it something I did or said? Did I push him away? This is where her mind goes into overdrive, replaying every conversation, every encounter, trying to pinpoint the exact moment things changed. This insecurity is a powerful catalyst. It pushes her to reconsider her actions and emotions, leading her to realize that the certainty she once had about your pursuit is no longer there. Suddenly she becomes aware of the void your absence has created, and a new thought begins to dawn on her. Maybe, just maybe, you were more important to her than she ever acknowledged. This realization can cause her to act differently. Instead of expecting you to chase her, she might start taking cautious steps toward you, testing the waters, trying to gauge what she truly feels without making a mistake. She might swing between drawing near and pulling away, caught in a dance of uncertainty and hesitation. But this is where your Stoic mindset comes into play, where your strength and clarity matter the most. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This is a moment for you to embody that wisdom. As a high-value man, you must remain grounded, not allowing her emotional fluctuations to sway you. If she truly values the relationship, she'll need to show it through consistent actions, not through games or manipulation. You're not here to play cat and mouse, nor to get caught in a cycle of uncertainties. You've made your position clear, and she needs to meet you there with the same level of honesty and decisiveness. In this dynamic, her confusion and unpredictable behavior are signs that she's grappling with the new reality that you're no longer the man who will chase endlessly. And yes, this can be a shock for her, but it's a necessary one. It's precisely at this moment that you must remain steadfast, not getting drawn back into any back and forth of doubts she might try to create. Epictetus taught us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Remember this as you navigate this situation. If she genuinely values what you two have, she'll have to prove it in a way that transcends confusion and insecurity. She must come to you with clarity and confidence, without any hidden agendas. And if she isn't able to do that, then perhaps she isn't ready for what you have to offer, a relationship grounded in mutual respect, authenticity, and a shared understanding of value. And you, my friend, deserve nothing less than that. So, stay strong, stay focused on your path, and don't let her uncertainty disrupt the clarity you've worked so hard to achieve. Ask yourself, are you willing to settle for someone who doesn't recognize your worth? Or will you stand firm in your stoic resolve, demanding the respect and genuine connection you truly deserve? Because in the end, it's not about her, it's about you living with a win stoic mindset, embodying the principles of high-value men, and never compromising on your standards. Number 5. She feels lonely. When you finally decide to stop chasing, the dynamics shift in ways she never expected. The first thing she'll experience is an overwhelming sense of loneliness. In the initial days of your absence, if this woman ever truly valued your presence, she'll start to feel a profound emptiness that she hadn't anticipated. Until now, she was accustomed to you always being there, your persistent efforts to win her attention, your shared laughter, deep conversations, and even the comforting silence between you two. Suddenly, you're no longer part of her daily life, and that leaves a significant void. She'll find herself grappling with a growing sense of uncertainty, wondering where things went wrong. Then comes the inevitable panic. She will be consumed by a desperate need to understand what happened, why you, who were once so omnipresent, have simply disappeared. She may even try to reach out, seeking answers, yearning for the comfort of your reply. But here's the twist. That reply won't come. She waits, heart racing not out of love, but out of sheer anxiety. Her mind becomes a whirlwind of thoughts, fears, and what-ifs. She's left pondering whether she pushed you away, if she missed her chance, or if she's somehow become unworthy in your eyes. This is when you must recognize that her desire to contact you may be driven by mere curiosity rather than genuine interest. A woman who truly misses you will show it in ways that go beyond a simple text or a casual "how are you?" She might reminisce about a memory or express a longing that feels genuine, whereas one driven by curiosity will just send a message to test the waters with no real emotion attached. As days turn into nights, those nights will become excruciatingly long for her. She'll lie awake, staring at the ceiling, every sound in the darkness amplifying her thoughts of you. Each creak of the floorboards or rustle of the wind outside will make her heart leap, hoping against hope that you might return. But reality is a cruel teacher, and your absence is an unforgiving lesson. She begins to realize that the void you're leaving behind is not something that can easily be filled. She starts to face her deepest fears, the fear of losing you forever, the fear that her life might never feel complete again without you in it. And it's in these moments of solitude and self-reflection that the game changes entirely. Now, here's where modern life comes into play. Think of the countless stories we hear today of people who suddenly realize the value of something or someone only when it's gone. It's like a friend who always took your kindness for granted, or a boss who only noticed your hard work after you left for a better job. People often fail to appreciate what they have until it's no longer within their grasp. This is a universal truth that resonates deeply in our fast-paced world. Why is it that we chase things relentlessly, only to feel their absence so profoundly when we stop? Could it be that in the process of chasing, we forget to cherish what's already in front of us? Reflect on this. In your own life, have you ever found yourself missing something only after it was gone? How did that change your perspective on what truly matters? This is where the lessons of Stoic happiness and Stoicism today come into play. The teachings of Stoicism remind us to find value within ourselves, not in the validation or presence of others. When you stop chasing and step back, you are reclaiming your power and reinforcing the idea that your happiness does not depend on someone else's approval or attention. Instead, you're showing her, and more importantly yourself, that true contentment comes from within. You're setting a boundary, one that says, I value myself enough to walk away from anything or anyone that does not see my worth. So, what's the takeaway here? By stopping the chase, you're not just changing the rules of the game, you're redefining the game entirely. You're allowing her to confront her own feelings and insecurities, and you're giving yourself the space to understand that your worth is not tied to someone else's perception of you. Remember, you are enough as you are. If she comes back with genuine intent, then perhaps there's something worth exploring. But if she doesn't, then know that you've made room for something better, something that aligns with the Stoic principles of self-respect and inner peace. Comment, I agree, if you resonate with this perspective, or I don't think so, if you have a different opinion. Number 6. She tries to make you jealous. When you stop chasing, everything changes suddenly. The game shifts, and she won't be the same again. You see, as a high-value man, embracing a Stoic mindset, it's crucial to recognize this moment for what it is, a pivotal point where your self-worth takes center stage. When you decide to pull away, to stop chasing her, you're sending a powerful message that you're a man who respects himself, a man who won't waste his energy on games. And guess what happens next? She starts to panic, and one of the first moves she often makes is to try and make you jealous. It's almost predictable, isn't it? She'll post pictures on social media with other guys, showcasing an exaggerated smile, as if she's living her best life without you. But here's the kicker. Those smiles are just a facade. The real message she's trying to send is more about you than it is about her newfound happiness. Look at me. I'm happy without you, so, she seems to say. Yet if you look closely, you'll notice that it's all a cheap act, a psychological game designed to destabilize you, to make you question your decision to walk away, and maybe even make you start chasing her again. Why does she do this? Because deep down, she wants to see if she still has a hold over you. She wants to see if she can still pull those strings and get a reaction. It's a classic move, a tactic as old as time itself, playing on your insecurities, trying to provoke you into reacting. And it doesn't just stop at social media. If she's really committed to shaking your confidence, she might even start showing up at places where she knows you'll be, flaunting her new freedom with someone else. It's a strategic move to make you feel threatened, to make you think you're losing her for good, and to force you to act impulsively, undoing all the self-respect you've worked so hard to build. But here's where the Stoic mindset comes in. Don't fall for it. These jealousy-provoking tactics are nothing more than childish games, and as a high-value man, you must see them for what they truly are, a desperate attempt to pull you back into her orbit. Remember what Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." If you allow yourself to get pulled back in, you're letting her control your emotions. And you, a man of self-worth, know better than to let someone else dictate your feelings or actions. The best response to these cheap tricks: completely ignore them. Stay firm in your decision to walk away, to value yourself, and don't let these petty provocations affect you. If you give in, if you react now, you're essentially throwing away all the progress you've made in reclaiming your self-respect. By standing strong, by showing that these games don't affect you, you're sending a powerful message that you're above this nonsense. You're asserting that you know your worth, that you don't need validation from someone who plays such games. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." By not reacting, by remaining unshakable, you're embodying this wisdom. You're showing that you're far above these petty tactics. Number 7. She might play tactics on you. When you decide to step back and stop chasing, the entire dynamic between you and her begins to shift dramatically. She senses the change and feels the discomfort creeping in, but doesn't expect her to stay passive. She won't sit quietly. Instead, she'll start deploying tactics to test the waters, to figure out what's happening on your end. She might ask those seemingly innocent questions: "Are you seeing someone else?" Or, "Have you lost interest in me?" These aren't just questions, they're subtle probes, designed to pull you back into her orbit. Or she might suddenly turn on the charm, acting all affectionate and showing renewed interest, trying to reignite the flame that once burned so brightly. But remember, this is not a genuine display of affection. Behind her smile lies a whirlwind of conflicting emotions, desperation to return to the past, mixed with the fear that her worst suspicions might be true. She scrutinizes your every move, searching for any hint that you might be seeing someone else, or simply that you've grown tired of the chase. Here's where the stakes get high, and the temptation to relent can feel overwhelming. Her eyes might reflect the pain of your absence, and it can feel like a punch to the gut. But remember the wisdom of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Giving in now would be a critical misstep. If you cave to the pressure, all the progress you've made in establishing your boundaries and reclaiming your self-worth will be undone. You risk losing not only your dignity and self-respect, but also the newfound power you've just started to wield. The game resets, and you're back to chasing after her again, falling into the same old patterns. So, hold your ground. If you've made the choice to stop being the one constantly seeking her validation, then stick with it until the end. Don't relent unless she proves, through consistent action and genuine effort, that she is truly deserving of your attention and affection. Be wise in your observation. Allow her to do the heavy lifting, to demonstrate her willingness to make amends. Because if she manages to win your attention back too easily, what's to stop her from reverting to the same indifferent behavior that pushed you away initially? This period of waiting, of keeping silent, can indeed be excruciating. Yet it's far less painful than the alternative, lowering yourself to engage in a relationship marred by manipulations and emotional games. Protect your dignity, nurture your self-esteem, and make it clear that if she wants you back, she must work for it. Remember, the power dynamics have shifted. Don't be swayed by the allure of temporary comfort or the siren call of a return to the familiar. Instead, stay firm in your stance. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Show that the control is now in your hands. Your resolve will not only preserve your dignity, but also force her to recognize the value of what she stands to lose. This is a Stoic life lesson, one that teaches us to stand firm, act wisely, and maintain our worth above all else. By grounding your actions in Stoic principles, you're not just playing a game, you're changing the rules entirely. This is not about manipulation, it's about self-respect and setting a standard. Let her see that you are a high-value man who knows his worth, one who understands what is Stoicism, and who refuses to play by the old rules. You are not a pawn in someone else's game. You are the player, deciding your moves with intention and wisdom. Stay strong, remain stoic, and remember that in this game, the most powerful move is often the one you don't make. If you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore the profound influence of Stoicism together. Number 8. She shows indifference. When you stop chasing, something incredible happens. The dynamics shift and the game changes entirely. Suddenly, you're not the one pouring energy into a black hole of indifference. Instead, you're reclaiming your power, your worth, and your peace. Now, let's get real for a moment. Not every woman will come running back when you pull away. In fact, some will respond with indifference. And this, my friend, is a reality you must face head-on. If a woman doesn't seem to care about your absence, if she doesn't even bat an eye or make an effort to understand what's going on, it's time to accept a tough truth: she might just not be interested in you. Don't deceive yourself into believing that pulling back will automatically spark her interest. A woman will only pursue you if there's genuine interest, a meaningful connection that holds real value for her. If she displays no concern, curiosity, or even a flicker of care, you're likely in a one-sided relationship, and there's nothing more draining and disrespectful to yourself than being stuck in a situation where you're giving more than you're getting. Imagine being in a room where your presence is barely noticed, where your voice is drowned out by indifference. You start to feel like a shadow, unworthy of attention or respect. When you keep investing in someone who gives you nothing more than half-hearted attention, you're essentially signing a contract of self-disrespect. Women are astute. They pick up on this. They notice when you don't respect yourself, when you're willing to settle for the emotional crumbs they toss your way. A woman will never admire, let alone love, a man she perceives as weak. And if she senses weakness, she's done. Because love and respect cannot grow in the dry, barren soil of indifference. So, what's the solution? The answer is simple yet profound. Respect yourself enough to walk away. Don't stand by waiting for someone who treats you as an afterthought, who toys with your emotions as if you were a pawn on a chessboard. You're worth more than that. You're deserving of dignity, respect, and a genuine connection that can only come from mutual interest and affection. The moment you start respecting yourself, you send a powerful message not just to her, but to the world. You declare that you are not someone who accepts less than what they deserve. You are not someone who waits around for a change in weather. You are someone who moves on to brighter, more promising skies. Think about it. Why should you accept a relationship that lacks mutual respect, genuine interest, and a true emotional connection? If she isn't showing these things, you shouldn't be waiting on her. You should be moving forward. You deserve someone who sees your worth, who values you for who you are, and who is excited about being with you. Because ultimately, those who respect themselves do not settle for anything less than they deserve. They recognize their own value and seek out those who see it too. In today's world, where we're constantly bombarded with mixed signals and superficial connections, it's more important than ever to stand firm in your worth. Embracing the philosophy of Stoicism today cultivates Stoic happiness by understanding that your value isn't determined by someone else's indifference. Remember that the power lies in your hands to define your worth and choose your path. So, I ask you, are you ready to stop settling and start demanding the respect you deserve? How will you choose to honor yourself today? The choice is yours, and it starts with recognizing that you are worthy of more than just crumbs. You're worthy of the whole feast. As we wrap up this insightful discussion, remember that stepping back and stopping the chase isn't just a strategy, it's a powerful shift in mindset that can transform your life. By recognizing your own worth and refusing to settle for anything less, you take control of your destiny and define your own value. You've learned today that the game changes when you change, and in that transformation, you find strength, wisdom, and clarity like never before. So, are you ready to take charge of your life and embrace this newfound power? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know how you're applying these Stoic life lessons to your journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Win Stoic for more content that empowers you to be your best self. Remember, the power to change your life is in your hands. Keep moving forward, and we'll see you in the next video. 11 signs she is secretly attracted to you. Hidden signs she's into you. Stoic life lessons. Welcome to Win Stoic. Have you ever found yourself questioning whether a woman is secretly attracted to you? Recognizing the signs can be a game changer in understanding her true feelings. In today's fast-paced world, where communication often happens in subtle hints and fleeting glances, it's easy to overlook these important signals. But worry not. In this video, we're going to reveal the 11 key signs that show she's secretly into you. From her body language to the little things she says, these insights will help you decode her interest with confidence. Make sure you watch till the end so you don't miss any crucial sign. Let's get started. Number 1. Talking about personal life. Sharing personal life stories isn't something most people do with just anyone, especially women, who are often more reserved about their past experiences and relationships. If she opens up to you about these intimate details, it signifies a deep level of interest and trust. As Epictetus wisely said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This means that when she begins to share her personal narratives, it's crucial to listen more than you speak. Women take time to build this level of comfort and do not divulge their stories to just any man. If she discusses her past relationships, It's a sign she feels a meaningful connection with you. However, it's a delicate balance. While it might be tempting to probe into her past out of curiosity, doing so prematurely can be off-putting. If she's truly interested, she will reveal her past at her own pace. Patience is a virtue, as Marcus Aurelius reminds us, and in this context, it's about respecting her timeline and valuing the trust she places in you. This approach not only aligns with Stoic life lessons, but also fosters a deeper, more genuine connection. In modern life, where relationships often feel rushed and superficial, embracing Stoic principles like patience and attentive listening can lead to more meaningful connections. When you understand and practice these subtle cues, you embody what is Stoicism, leading to Stoic happiness through more fulfilling and authentic relationships. Remember, the foundation of any strong relationship is trust and understanding, built slowly and respectfully over time. Therefore, pay attention to these signs and act with mindfulness, ensuring that your actions reflect the Stoic ideals of patience, respect, and deep listening. This not only enhances your relationships, but also enriches your own life with the Stoic happiness that comes from meaningful human connections. Number 2. A little bit of jealousy shows her interest. Navigating the maze of human emotions can be challenging, especially when trying to decipher hidden signals of attraction. One such signal that often goes unnoticed is jealousy. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This quote speaks volumes about the subtleties of human attraction and the Stoic mindset we can adopt to understand them. Jealousy often arises when someone holds a special place in someone's heart. Women, like men, experience jealousy and possessiveness towards those they care about. Have you ever seen a woman get jealous when you mention your ex or talk about someone you find attractive? This jealousy is not random. It is a clear sign that she likes you and is drawn to you. When you bring up your ex or another attractive woman, it can make her feel less desired, triggering jealousy. Her jealousy is her way of expressing her interest in you. Think about your own feelings. If she talked about an ex or another man, wouldn't you feel a bit jealous too? This emotion is a testament to the underlying attraction. For instance, imagine you're at a social gathering and casually mention a female friend who is quite attractive. You notice that the woman you're interested in suddenly becomes quiet, her smile fades, or she starts to act differently. This change in behavior is not just a random mood swing, it is a clear indication that she feels a pang of jealousy. This hidden sign reveals her true feelings for you, showing that she sees you as someone special and potentially important in her life. This is one of the many Stoic life lessons that teach us to observe and interpret subtle human behaviors. To further illustrate, let's consider a modern story. There's a man named John who recently started noticing subtle changes in his co-worker, Sarah. Whenever John talked about his weekend plans with a female friend, Sarah would become noticeably distant and quieter. Initially, John thought it was just coincidence, but over time, he realized these reactions were consistent. Intrigued, John began paying closer attention to Sarah's behavior, noticing that she would try to engage him more in conversations and even make an effort to spend time with him. By recognizing these signs and understanding their deeper meaning, John realized Sarah's feelings for him. This insight, guided by the Stoic mindset, allowed him to navigate their relationship with clarity and understanding. So, the next time you notice a woman's jealousy, recognize it as a sign of her hidden attraction. Reflect on this. How can understanding these signs help you build stronger, more meaningful connections with those around you? By adopting a Stoic mindset, you can better understand these signals and navigate your interactions with clarity and calmness. Embrace this lesson and use it to win Stoic wisdom in your relationships, ensuring you approach each interaction with mindfulness and insight. This understanding not only helps in romantic pursuits, but also in building deeper, more authentic connections in all areas of life. How can you apply this awareness to improve your interactions and relationships today? Remember, the key to a happy life lies within your way of thinking, so let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you in interpreting these hidden signs of affection. Number 3. Flirtatious body language. Recognizing flirtatious body language is key to understanding if a girl is secretly attracted to you. Flirting is common in our interactions, but distinguishing between playful flirting and genuine interest is crucial. When a girl is seriously flirting, she's giving you a sign. For instance, deep eye contact is a clear indication of her interest. A gentle touch on your hand, a slight lean toward you, or a soft, sincere smile can all signal her attraction. Women might not always be overt in their flirtations due to feelings of shyness or modesty. If she appears nervous around you, it's often because she finds you attractive. Imagine you're at a coffee shop and you notice a girl across the room glancing at you repeatedly. When your eyes meet, she holds your gaze a bit longer than usual before smiling. Later, as you both wait in line, she stands a little closer than necessary and lightly touches your arm while making a comment about the weather. These small actions are her way of showing interest without being too forward. Stoicism today teaches us to maintain our composure and act with integrity, ensuring our actions are always respectful and considerate. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." So, how can we apply this Stoic life lesson to our interactions? By observing with a calm mind and interpreting these subtle signs without jumping to conclusions. Think about the way she engages in conversation, the frequency of her laughter, and the effort she puts into keeping the dialogue flowing. Is she mirroring your actions or complementing your thoughts? These behaviors can be indicators of her interest. Moreover, pay attention to the consistency of her actions over time. Does she make an effort to spend time with you, ask about your day, or remember small details about your conversations? These are signs that she values your presence and wants to build a connection. As Seneca said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." By being aware and prepared, you can recognize these hidden signs and respond appropriately. Have you noticed these behaviors in your interactions? What other signs do you think might indicate someone's secret attraction to you? Share your thoughts and experiences, and let's delve deeper into understanding the subtle art of attraction through Stoic life lessons and Stoicism today. Have you ever encountered a touch, a look in your eyes, or a secret smile like that? Comment yes if you have. Comment no if you have not been in a relationship. Number 4. She will be interested in your life too. When we're drawn to someone, our interest in their life naturally amplifies. If a girl is secretly attracted to you, she'll exhibit a keen interest not only in her own experiences, but also in yours. She'll delve into your family, friends, hobbies and more, aiming to understand you on a deeper level. Many guys mistake this for mere friendliness, but a girl who likes you won't be this curious without a reason. She will gradually open up about her own life and expect the same from you. Recognizing this, it's important to be open and honest with her, as this honesty is highly attractive. Let's consider John, who has been practicing the Stoic mindset. At his workplace, he noticed his colleague, Sarah, frequently asking about his weekend plans, favorite books, and even his thoughts on various personal topics. Initially, John thought Sarah was just being friendly. However, reflecting on his Stoic teachings about observing actions over words, he realized Sarah's consistent curiosity was a hidden sign of her interest in him. By embracing a win Stoic approach, John decided to engage in these conversations more meaningfully. He shared his thoughts and experiences openly and listened actively when Sarah talked about her life. This honesty and openness not only attracted Sarah more, but also strengthened their bond significantly. So, have you ever noticed someone in your life showing such interest in your personal stories? How will you respond to these signs? Adopting a Stoic mindset not only helps in interpreting these subtle cues, but also in building genuine connections without the confusion that often accompanies romantic interest. Embrace openness and observe actions to navigate these interactions with clarity and confidence. By following this approach, you align with the principles of a Stoic mindset, creating an environment where genuine connections can flourish. Remember, if a girl is asking a lot about your personal life, it's not just casual conversation, it's a signal of her attraction. Be open and honest with her, as this honesty is incredibly appealing. In doing so, you can cultivate meaningful relationships and navigate the complexities of romantic interest with the wisdom of Stoicism. This way, you can win Stoic, creating bonds that are both deep and authentic. How do you plan to apply these insights in your own interactions? Reflect on these lessons and consider how they can enhance your relationships and personal growth. Number 5. She leans her body into you. When a woman leans into you, it typically signals that she trusts you enough to initiate physical closeness. This gesture often indicates her interest, even if it's subtle or seemingly accidental. She may be trying to send you a clear message. She likes you. Compare this to the opposite actions like stiffening up or folding her arms defensively. By paying attention to these signs, you can recognize the quiet yet consistent attraction she feels. Imagine you're at a coffee shop discussing your day with a friend. If she consistently leans in, maintains eye contact, and seems genuinely engaged, she's signaling more than just friendly interest. These small actions convey that she values what you say and enjoys your company. In the context of Stoicism today, recognizing and appreciating these subtle signs can enhance your Stoic happiness. Reflect on these moments and ask yourself, how often do I miss these cues in my daily interactions? Engaging with these signs thoughtfully can improve your relationships and bring deeper understanding and connection. Number 6. She's waiting to meet you. Meeting someone you've known for a long time can be a wonderful experience, but it can also come with mixed signals, especially when it comes to understanding romantic interest. Ladies often avoid meeting up with guys to prevent giving the wrong impression, but if a girl wants to meet you, it's a strong sign that she's attracted to you. Gentlemen, I know many of you have experienced the disappointment of asking a girl out, only to be turned down. It can be really hurtful, but remember, if a girl asks you out, don't turn it down. It's not common for girls to make the first move because they often feel uncomfortable doing so. If she does muster up the courage to ask you out, it's a clear indication of attraction. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others, Aristotle once said, and it certainly takes a lot of courage for a girl to step out of her comfort zone and ask a guy to meet. However, even if she doesn't ask you out, but readily agrees when you do, it's a definite hint of her interest. If she wasn't attracted to you, she'd likely refuse the meeting. So, if you get the sense that she wants to spend time with you, whether she's the one asking or she eagerly accepts your invitation, don't let the opportunity slip away. As the Stoics teach us, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So seize the moment. How do you feel about recognizing these subtle signs of interest? Have you ever experienced a situation where you misinterpreted someone's intentions? Please share your experience with me. Number 7. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact, lasting at least 7 seconds, is a powerful indicator of her interest. Picture this. You're in a room, and although you're not looking in her direction, you can feel her gaze drawing you in. Despite her best efforts to conceal her feelings, her eyes betray her, lighting up with a spark every time they meet yours. If she repeatedly seeks your gaze, it's a clear signal that she's drawn to you, even if she tries to mask it. Her eyes, the windows to her soul, reveal the unspoken attraction she feels. As you navigate these subtle signs, remember to stay grounded and observe with a Stoic mindset, appreciating the moment without becoming overwhelmed. Understanding these Stoic life lessons can empower you to recognize and respond to such signals, fostering more meaningful and confident interactions in your daily life. Number 8. Leg crosses. When a girl crosses her legs next to you, it can be a clear indication of her attraction. This gesture often happens subconsciously when she's feeling nervous or wants to show that you have her full attention. Pay attention to where her knees are pointing. If they are directed at you, that's a strong signal of her interest. However, it's essential to remember that body language can vary from person to person. Crossing her legs doesn't necessarily mean she wants to take things further, but when combined with other signs, it can paint a clearer picture of her feelings. Imagine you're at a coffee shop, chatting with a friend. Across the room, you notice a woman frequently glancing your way and crossing her legs in your direction. These subtle signs can often be overlooked, but they're part of a broader tapestry of non-verbal communication. In Stoic philosophy, we learn to observe without rushing to judgment, appreciating these moments without letting them dominate our thoughts. Stoicism today teaches us to respect others' personal space and boundaries, understanding that attraction is multifaceted and shouldn't be pursued aggressively. Number 9. Sharing her feelings freely is special. When we connect with someone and feel an attraction, It's natural to want to share our feelings. One clear sign a girl is secretly attracted to you is if she shares her feelings openly with you. If she feels comfortable enough to share her inner thoughts and feelings, it means she trusts you and feels a deep connection. Remember, this isn't something she does with everyone, so you are quite fortunate to earn her trust and interest. As the philosopher Seneca said, one of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. When she opens up to you, it's crucial to respect her feelings and understand her intentions. She might not want to appear too eager, yet her willingness to share shows she values the connection. Ask yourself, how can you reciprocate this trust and make her feel equally comfortable? By reading these signs carefully and responding thoughtfully, you can foster a deeper bond. Adopting a Stoic mindset can help you remain calm and perceptive, ensuring you don't miss these subtle cues. Remember, in the world of Stoicism, trust and understanding are key components of any meaningful relationship. How do you plan to use your Stoic wisdom to navigate this connection? Number 10. She responds quickly to the sound of your voice. When we hear the voice of someone dear to us, we naturally respond without thinking. It's a deeply ingrained instinct. This automatic reaction can be a strong indicator of secret attraction. Picture yourself walking down the street or sitting in a busy bar, and if she's around, she'll pick up on your voice almost immediately, her eyes scanning the room to find you. Similarly, if she takes the initiative to invite you out, it signifies her interest, even if she hasn't fully acknowledged it to herself yet. This unconscious pull towards your presence, whether through a quick glance when you speak or a slight jump when she hears your voice, is a clear sign that she's drawn to you. This moment is ripe for you to strike up a conversation and explore this connection further. Remember, recognizing these signs and responding appropriately is part of mastering what is Stoicism, helping you build more meaningful and authentic connections in your modern life. Number 11. Waiting for your calls or texts. These days, we often avoid phone calls, finding them bothersome. Girls, in particular, tend to shy away from talking on the phone with guys they've just met. When she mentions waiting for your text or call, take the hint. She likes you. If you were just any guy, she wouldn't care whether you called or not. In this case, you're special to her. So, be proactive. Call her daily. Don't make her wait for days, as it shows disinterest. Girls appreciate guys who show courage, so seize this chance for a connection. Think of it like meeting someone on your daily commute. If she waits at the same spot every day to talk to you, it shows her interest. Similarly, her willingness to talk on the phone indicates she's invested in you. What does her eagerness say about her feelings? How can you reciprocate? The key lesson is to recognize and act on these subtle signals. Stoic happiness and Stoicism today teach us to be present and responsive. So, notice the signs and communicate openly, strengthening your bond and showing respect for her feelings. As we wrap up today's video on the 11 signs she is secretly attracted to you, it's clear that understanding these subtle cues can significantly enhance your relationships and interactions. Recognizing these hidden signs not only helps you become more perceptive, but also allows you to approach situations with confidence and clarity. If you found this video insightful, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Win Stoic for more valuable content. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.